So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self Storage Show. Hi everyone, this is Jim Ross from the Self Storage Show. Thanks for tuning in. This one here, it's going to be a little different because it's just me. No guests, no interviews, just me here. I'm recording this New Year's Eve, so I'm just kind of sitting here reflecting on this past year and what the upcoming year is going to bring and what I'm planning out and what I'm hoping will come to fruition. So I know I like to make goals and things like that, not just on a yearly basis, but kind of on a quarterly and monthly and sometimes on a daily basis. So anyway, I'm just sitting here and just kind of reflecting on what's coming up in this upcoming year. And anyway, I kind of realized starting the self-storage show here this year that I really haven't talked too much about, well, me. I guess, hosting the show and a little bit about myself and why I'm even doing this. So that's kind of where the angle I'm coming on this episode here. Plus I got a few things I want to talk about that's coming up here in the new year as well. But anyway, kind of in a nutshell, I've been in the storage industry for 20 plus years now. I'm getting old, yeah. I started as a self-storage manager here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I managed a couple locations, actually at the same time, ran one as a satellite. That was kind of cool. Lived at the site I was newly married, so me and my wife, lived at a location. I managed a couple of sites. Did that for 3 years, something like that, while I was going to school. Worked out great. After that, I actually started a totally brand new business. Had nothing to do with storage. I kind of took a break from that for a while. I'm kind of entrepreneurial, so I went and started a furniture business of all things, and really learned marketing and customer service, and I wore a lot of hats. After a year or so of that, I actually came back to Utah, and I started working as a regional manager. So I oversaw quite a few properties in the Utah and the surrounding states in that region. Did that for a number of years. Oversaw a lot of sites, for operations and training and just everything that comes into running a storage facility. And again, just kind of starting new things and trying different things. I started an auction company for a while called Excel Self Storage Auctions. I actually had a little commercial all made. I'll put that in a link in there. You can look at it and laugh at me. But that actually went really well. I was doing some live auctions for quite a few locations here in Utah. Did that for a while, and long story short, I tried an online auction once just to see how it was, and if it's something I can see the benefit of, and I immediately did when I did an online auction. I was like, well, done doing my live ones, even though I was making good money doing that kind of a side gig. I like the online auctions so much better, so I stopped my live auctions and had all my sites and clients recommended go to online auctions, and I again went back and focused on regional manager work, doing consultations, that kind of thing. I was doing internet marketing for quite a few sites, all within storage. That's my niche. It's self-storage, obviously. And long story short, it's one of those things where it's fun. It's kind of my own thing. But yeah, it can be isolating at times. We have our state shows that we go to, which is great. Go to the ISS or SSA shows. I usually go to the one in Vegas because it's close to me. And yeah, you start meeting people that are in the industry, and it's great that way. But I wanted a way to talk to people in the industry more one-on-one type of a thing. So that's where the self-storage show came about. A great way just to meet new people, meet those that have been in the industry for a long time. For one reason or another, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to. So kind of on a selfish point there, was like I want to talk to these guys. But hopefully in doing these kind of sessions and recording these interviews and putting it out for the audience, well, you're getting something out of it as well. I mean, that's really the point, is I want to bring value to the marketplace. I remember sitting back as a storage manager back in the day, and even when I feel on sometimes now, and I'm as a storage manager again, put that hat back on, it can be isolating, and kind of lonely. Yeah, you get your customers and things like that, and the phone's ringing, you're helping customers, but having that base and having that connection with others in the industry, unless you're with a company that has a great culture and has a lot of sites within it, and they're having that internal culture of getting to know other managers, there's really not very much opportunity to really get to know others and learn to have that camaraderie and learning how to grow from each other and learn from each other and just talk about your wins and your losses and that kind of thing. And what started with the Self Storage Show as the podcast, which is great. I mean, it's one way to listen or watch however you view the content, of having that little bit of a connection coming into 2019. That sounds weird to say. 2018 flew by. Anyway, goal for 2019 is great. I'm going to keep going with the self-storage show and that kind of content. Got a lot of interviews already recorded. They're going to be coming out here shortly. But I want to really grow a community, quite honestly, with best place is really Facebook. That's where most people already have Facebook accounts, and there's some great ways to make a Facebook group within that forum there. So that's the idea. Just right off the bat, if you go to what's called the selfstoragechallenge.com, that's my Facebook group. Okay, it's Self Storage Domination Community is what we're calling it, and it's going to be centered around this challenge that I have going on right now. The whole point was, again, thinking of just how to involve storage managers and new owners and that kind of thing, bring them into the fold of the storage world and having that support and having some structure, honestly, of getting things going. I'll get to the point here. Again, the selfstoragechallenge.com, it's going to lead you to a Facebook group. And this is a group I really want to focus on and get growing and build a good community, quite honestly, around support for others in this industry. I'll probably be a ringleader for a while, getting things going and all that kind of thing. But again, I really hope that we start supporting each other. But to start off with, for 2019, I want to start the new year off really for something fun, something unique, I think. And I think it'd be very beneficial. Almost 2 years ago now, I wrote a book called Self Storage Domination. Original, but it's a book I wrote, and it's great. It has a lot of great information, but I wanted to kind of take a lot of that information and funnel it towards this online forum where we're going through it and we can interact, we can talk about it, we can learn new things that have been updated since that book has been written. And quite honestly, I want to learn from other people as well, because again, I'm kind of in my own bubble. I know what works, but hey, there's people that have tried different things as well, and things have changed that maybe I haven't been privy to knowing or to try. And hey, we're going to learn about each other. So the way this is going to work, at least I hope the way it's going to work, Self-Storage Domination 30-Day Challenge. What we're going to do is starting on January 7th, so coming up, again, I want to start this new year off right. Every day at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, I'm going to be going on Facebook Live. I'm going to go through each day is a different topic. First week, start here. First week is foundation, building that foundation, having the right mindset, lifetime value, knowing your competition, kind of doing a self-audit. On the end of that week, hey, we're going to have a group call. I'll call it a group coaching call. But really, it's just going to be a forum. Hey, we're going to go live. We're going to talk about that week's events. Any questions, any wins, that kind of thing. How'd your homework, the homework assignments. And we'll see that when we start getting these days. I'm going to be giving little action items to do, because the whole point of this is going through this is starting from where you are to where you're going to end up. And I would love to say, okay, after you go through this, you're going to get this many rentals more a week. I mean, no one can guarantee that. we all, I think, have been around long enough. People that guarantee stuff like that, it's kind of a farce. But the whole point is, as you're going through these sessions, is you should be gaining the confidence and the tools and the knowledge to be able to stack the odds in your favor to be getting more rentals than if you didn't go through this challenge. I mean, I'm just thinking like, geez, if you can get like an extra rental a week, 4 rentals a month, that's pretty huge and very, very, very doable. You'll start hearing me talk a lot about these small changes make a big difference. So yeah, kind of go back to this here. So week 1 is going to foundation. Week 2, we got marketing. Of course, online marketing is going to be a couple of days, a lot to go through in online marketing. Gathering attention in your community, guerrilla marketing, that type of thing. Drive-by attention. And again, group coaching call. Looking forward to this one because, again, I would love to be able to just talk back and forth, learn from each other. What's working for you? What's working for you? What didn't work for you? You're doing that? Oh, that's cool. And just learning from each other and trying these different things. Week 3, move-ins. Hey, we got making every call count. That's my going through the sales call list. I don't even call one of the lists, but just kind of the flow of how a sales call is supposed to go, getting rapport, building the value of your pricing for your units, confirmation, reservations, that kind of thing. Go really heavily on the anatomy of a great self-storage call. Finding the lost rentals, the follow-up, art of the follow-up, great first impressions, and just making your manager and your facilities pop when someone walks in that door going, okay, I'm in the right place. Making the most of your move-in process, and that customer's in front of you, making sure you're set up for success. As far as all the information you're going to collect, and you're setting yourself up for referrals and reviews and that kind of thing. So we'll go heavily into that. Again, into that Friday, hey, another group coaching call. We're all going to sit there and chat. Week number 4, money. Everyone loves money. Another way of saying revenue management. So making money the easy way. We'll talk about some simple, easy to implement revenue management techniques, of course. Making your place a one-stop shop place for merchandise and insurance sales, that kind of thing. Running an efficient, lean schedule. Again, where I used to run an auction company, that's very, very, very important, is not only doing it efficiently and effectively, but legally. We'll be going through some of that stuff there as well. And I ended all with, making small improvements. Because the whole point is, once you do this once, it doesn't end. You go back through it, and you go back through it, and you keep implementing little things here, little bit things there. It just adds up to, at the end, well, it actually never ends, but you're going to have a great, successful, efficient, running self-storage business. So, again, this is something new. We're giving it a shot here. It starts January 7th. I think we're onto something here. This could be really fun at building a great community. That's the point coming into 2019. I want to make sure we're not alone. We have resources, and we have each other to help each other and build upon each other and make something really, really special. Again, that's the theory anyway. So again, the self-storage show going to continue. Got great interviews lined up. I'll be sprinkling things as well as far as more things for myself, more tips, tricks, that kind of thing. I've gotten some great feedback from people that like those kind of things for the self-storage show. But that's going to kind of lead into this Facebook group where that's where we're going to get into the real nitty-gritty on techniques and sales and marketing and just everything to make your storage facility a success. So again, go to the selfstoragechallenge.com. That's going to lead you to the Facebook group. I'll ask you a couple questions. I'll grant you access. And again, it starts January 7th. So I'm excited. It's going to be a fun new year. We'll see how everything goes. But I think starting the year off this way, it's going to be a lot of fun. And the whole point is getting communication, hearing back feedback from you guys. And what's going to grow, it's going to evolve. The self-storage show is going to grow and evolve. The Facebook group will evolve. Different services that's going to be coming out, and other projects that's coming out this year. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So hope you're excited. I know I am. Happy New Year, everybody. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Thanks for supporting the show. I want to let you know that we've just opened up our brand new free private Facebook group. There I'll be having some extra special content not found anywhere else. If you really want your facility to be a success in today's market, then this is going to be the place for you. You can request to join us at selfstoragecommunity.com or search for Self Storage Domination Community on Facebook.